Oh, hello, good morning, and it's your old mate Dave Spencer back with you once again, off on another one of our transport adventures, and this time we're in the walled city in Northern Ireland, otherwise known as Derry or Stroke City. And what are you going to see? Well, of course, we shall see what we shall see. There's usually quite a lot of buses. We'll go to where we started actually yesterday. It was horrendous. Rain was coming down, the wind was blowing it. It really was a challenge. Today it's light rain and not so much wind, so not quite so much of a challenge, and hopefully finishing up our coverage of the buses here. A new electric fleet, as is the way in most places now. Anyway, I'll crack on and we'll have a chat as we go along. We're at the end. How's that? Ta-ra for now. We're now in the walled city, otherwise called Stroke City, but I think the walled city offends less all round. It's blowing a right old hoolie. I'm having the job to sort of stand up with the with the kit, but hopefully going to get some nice shots. We're doing all right here, aren't we? The video from the wind, which is blowing from behind, but if you sort of pan round, you do top grip. Fucking shithole. Parked up by the City Hall. Ah yes, coming round. Another shot there. No wave. Well, at least it's coming from behind as well, which must be something. That one's not coming our way though. But there are a couple leaving the bus station now. Nice wave from the police. I think anybody who's waving and smiling is a friend with police in, shall we say, sometimes challenging places. I had a job actually pushing my finger down there to take the still shot. That's how strong the wind is. So the blue one has gone on the other way, but there's two more, and at least one of those is going to come round this way. There's three more now. In for one, get myself ready, steady. It's still proving very difficult taking a picture against this incredibly strong wind. Many coming down the direction along the water side. Where they come, I'm ready. There we go. My eye in on that shot. It's umbrellas are blowing inside out weather. Rain started again, unfortunately. Yeah, water's already on the camera. What's that do now? say if I don't try and pan round, that's when the problems will occur. McGonagall's just making their way round. They're one of the, I think they're one of the companies that's picked up routes since the demise of the much loved, much lamented Loch Swilly. They had their moments over the years, and we had our moments filming them over the years. In fact, I visited their depot back in about 1980. They warned me of not pointing the camera towards the British forces lest they shoot me. Of course, it wasn't that long after that they pulled out from the Swilly depot in the walled city. Trying desperately to protect all my equipment, but also get some shots at the same time. Away goes McGonagall's in the distance. So it's about the only way I can really get any shots at the moment. That was my camera. Everything getting blown over there, me included. It's one of the dodgiest situations I've been in for years. Just trying to not lose all my equipment and get shots. It's a very difficult situation. Well, there's one working his way down from my right, the other water side. There's another one just turning around here. Another one getting shot. I don't know. The wind is tearing at the umbrella, trying to rip it out of my hand. I'm obviously trying to fight that. Pulled it off for those two shots. Did film that bus on his way in. I don't think I'm going to get a shot of him now. Rain behind me so it doesn't fall on the lens. Have a go for a still. Flash from the drivers. They probably know exactly who it is from all the vlogs, etc. The rain is now back with us, unfortunately. There where I had no problems at all. The wind dropped, the rain dropped. Not now though. Hence I cannot pan around. Fingers crossed. Will he make it round? Will I get a photo? Challenging or what? Yes, he's coming my way for difficulty. I think there's the description there. Here he comes. And he's got their old load on. Which is good, isn't it? Always good to have a few passengers. Nice still shot. Social Care Trust. Let's go for a pan around. We've got away with it. I've never been known as a fair weather sailor, and have a nice shot of old McGonagall's there. You wouldn't think this is August, would you? I can just get him around a little bit more, I should be safe from getting rain on the lens. I don't think it's actually raining, it's just moisture that's around. It's sort of comes up on the camera. I don't know where's moisture come from, but rain. There we go. Chucks away. There we are. Silent Electrics. There's another one behind him. One of them's going to come round here at least. Yeah, it's the one after him. One's coming round. He's off to Pennyburn bus depot station, whatever. The McDonagall's, which had been waiting over near the City Hall, he's sort of taken off now. He's heading this way perhaps. Where is he? He's not coming this way, he's going up to the stops, I guess, over the road where some of the independents always seem to go from. We've got one of the Silver Electrics making his way around slowly. I can't pan round yet. Actually, I think it might have left off raining again. Every time it has a rain, it's sort of fresh stuff on the leaves and the trees, and it comes down like a shower on me, so I'm playing for safety at the moment. I don't want to be a casualty with dead equipment. It's really hard hanging on to the brolly. Pretty sure he's not coming around with the McDonagall, so I'll stop this shot. Chance on Expressway, coming round. We've got buses coming in all directions there. Just about alright. Got my composure. Another one. Going for a pan. We have buses, we also have wind. Not my wind, not from there. I am hanging on tight to this old brolly. And we've got a still of that though. Is a bridge too far, as they say. I might manage the next one. Obviously, most of them look alike. Some have got some sort of branding stuff on, and isn't it wonderful to be electric and things like that. There we go, safely away. As you can see, I've moved down into the shelter. Actually, is one of the bus stops. Oh, I must say this is a lot more pleasant. I'd probably try the same in the coach station and see if I can survive a few minutes before I get thrown out. I think it's got to be better than standing, taking your chances out there in that wind and rain. And this is the shelter they use for the taxis. I picked a good day.
Thank you, Roland. Thank you.
Well, if I was to say today had been challenging for filming, I think that would be a bit of a misunderstanding on this. A misquote, perhaps. I don't know what's the word. I can't even think of the word now. I'm so cold and wet and windswept. Well, it's about 4:30 now. I presume there's going to be something of a departure at 5 o'clock. Nothing particularly different around. Not that many buses in the old livery out and about, really. I should imagine the Translink Gold Liners are in the oldest livery, really, perhaps. What do you think? Right, one must be going to layover. Well, believe it or not, the wind's dropped and the rain stopped for a minute. It's all to relax. It's definitely called for. These must be the half-4 departures. have had problems here over the years, not in the years of the Troubles or anything like that. No, you know, with the other brigade, you know. They're a funny old lot. You get all sorts here, from all sorts of places. Well, there you go. Funny old world and all that. I've nearly got 3 in a row there, haven't we? Across. Coming up to 5 o'clock should be the busy time of the afternoon, and I've had a little respite from the rain anyway. Anyway, if the winds drop down, I should be able to get the departures up at the roundabout now. Although I don't know if I'm under a sort of a false sense of calmness here, being in the shelter of the buildings. Who knows? Well, it looks like I might get my luck in with the old air coach that I didn't get before. It's like with him now. Not too much wind, just a bit of wind, not too much rain, so slightly better conditions. waving here and there. That's what they're doing. Oh, we've got a coach making its way down by the riverside, and pick it up in a tick. Just try and get what we can while we can before the rain and the wind really get started today. Even a little bit of sunlight, not a lot, but a little. I think there's another bus out there. I saw it get into the one-way system for coming back. Take a slight chance that it will appear. Perhaps it won't. Oh dear, what I always call it, it's bus roulette. Will something come along, or won't it? There's nothing coming from the bus station at the moment. I thought there might have been a 9 o'clock departure, but it seems not. So let's just give the old camera a rest for a tick. This is the bus I saw a few minutes ago. I wasn't wrong, it just took a while to wend his way round. To prove there is almost a little bit of sunshine out today. Well, we've got a rainbow in the sky. Unfortunately that means it's probably raining somewhere. I'll just be able to catch a glimpse as we swing around the BT building. Across the top there. We might be lucky. Are we going to be lucky? No. Oh, I just fooled there, Dave. It did indeed. And so's the rain coming down. Now back to where we were yesterday. Rain hammering down. Hardly hold the brolly. I can manage to get a still shot if I'm careful. Well, we've got a coach and a bus making their way down to us. Unfortunately, the next set of black clouds that's set to float in is pretty awful weather. We just stopped crossing. Oh, the bus is stopped at the bus stop. Not so unusual, is it? Am I ready? Yes, I am ready. My finger is poised on the button to get still. The sun's coming out. Certainly rainbow weather. Well, the sun may be out, but the next patch of the dark clouds are gathering. Only thing is, it gives you a chance to dry out before the next drenching. Well, we're now at Letterkenny, a very different scene from days of old, with the Swilly now all but a distant memory for both train and bus services. The traffic here, where the bus stops now, just outside the bus errand bus station, and it's a rather, rather busy spot, to say mildly, put it mildly. There's hardly a break in the traffic. Local link, rather jammed. Local link. Keep me fit. Well, he didn't hang about there, did he? Must be luck. Well, there's a bit of rain in the air again.